You don't have to work and slave. Let electricity do it for you.
Well, it seems like here we are again. Back to square one. What do you think of that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, you need to know what I'm talking about, because what I'm talking about, you have to know what I'm talking about. It's relevant. I mean, seriously, it's all relevant. What do you think? I mean, Batman and Robin, why you hiding in the corner hobnobbing? You must be slobbing. Dirty Sanchez, I know somebody named Muez who don't like me. Guess what? Who cares? About to drop like Shinnin', so be prepared. Don't act scared, eyes wider than Ric Flair. You smell like you fake, go stand over there. Where's my Dominican pound cake with the Haitian sprinkles? Some men sit down when they piss, they go tinkle. Supposed to be grown, but it sound like Rocky Bullwinkle. Mortal Kombat, whoopsie. I bought a bag of shit coins, the chart went whoopsie. Where's my wife? I need her to come soothe me, cause I bought a bag of promises and fallacies. I don't appreciate the disingenuous nature of your statement and your stance. Shut up. I'm from the Bronx, but I'm not Derek Jeter. You sold the coins, red candles, you a Jeter. I know some kids doing time for holding heaters. They put the grip by the waist next to the skeeter. A true seeker who likes to teach, relax, and kick my feet up, show the kids a better way. Other than being G'd up, find a better way. That's what it is, always. Peace. Yep. And we're back. We're back, good people. What's the deal? Salute to DJ Bomber. You on the ones and twos, brother? On the ones and twos. What names do I got, General Wonder? Well, I'm not sure what you're referring to as far as names, but there are plenty of names. You know? Oh, yeah, there are plenty of names. As far as I go, well, you know, from the time, you know, through my life, I've had quite a few nicknames, and I wear different hats, you know, but I forgot what the title of this thing is called, man. What's the title of this thing, man? My setup is so janky. It's not even funny, man. I'm waiting for this bull market to rage, man. I'm waiting for the bull market to do a stuck thizzle, man. Come on, man. Rain all the blessings on all of us who held true to what this is all about, man. You know, there's so much interference going on out there, yo. In these crypto streets. Crypto streets. Can you believe it? Oh, you're talking about those names. Those names. Right. Those names. I got you. Well, you know what? This is going to be that episode where those names are going to fly. How'd you know? You see when people pick up on energy, you got to respect energy. You have to respect energy. Was it the title that gave it away? Oh, I gave it away. I so gave it away. Exactly. You see? I get it. It's the title. I get it, man. Hey, man. You know, Look, that's why I'm not a good liar. You know what? Let's say let's go like this, man. Let's do it this way. For me personally, let me tell you, man. I've had a hard time in my life growing up doing like trying to do something crazy or negative and getting away with it. I'm one of those people that if you next to me, you don't want to be doing anything wrong because number one, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out for you. It's not because you know what? There's something about I'm covered. I'm protected by a certain cloth, covered by this pristine cosmic reality that has no beginning or end that cloaks me. It's covered in a basket in it. And anytime in my life I was around any type of walk of life and they decided they wanted to do something suspect, it didn't work out. So that's why I decided because, yay, if these people are trying to cheat, they're trying to steal, they're trying to rob somebody, they're trying to, commit any type of wrongdoing on somebody, and they trying to do it like and thinking I'm involved. Number one, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out for them. It never works out. So why would I even consider playing myself and participating in something shady? I tried one time growing up, one time to cheat. I was in high school and I blew up my own spot and I thought I was doing the thug this. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I had it sewn. Oh, this is crazy math class, pre-calculus. And I studied too, but hey, man, I saw a window of opportunity. Other people were cheating. So I said, oh, okay, let me try my hand at this. Yep. It didn't work out for me. And I learned my lesson from that. Learned my lesson. And from the time I was young till I'm an adult. And now if I see, like when I was growing up, and people are doing their crazy stuff around me, they already knew. Number one, I am 4 right angles. I'm a square. It just so happened I knew a lot of people who weren't squares. That's by default from where I was raised, right? They called me a square. Started working in my life at 12 years old. Started paying taxes as soon as I could. I wasn't paying taxes after I was young, 12, whatever, but as soon as I was able to legal, 18, blah, 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 fake legal, I had to pay taxes, law abiding, respecting it. Other people did other things. Many people in my age group didn't make it. And they knew I would tell. Oh, I had no problems. No problems. I'm telling you, I am. Yeah. Proud of it too. I don't care because I don't do what you do. They respected my code of telling. And I respected the code of wrongdoing by not engaging and getting ready. Don't do it in front of me because number one, it ain't going to work. And number two, I'm telling because I'm not going to. Hey, one time I'm outside the bodega. All I was doing was playing video games, the machines in there, Street Fighter, Hadouken, Tiger, uppercut, Tiger, playing video games. It happened to have been a drug spot. Okay, I didn't know. I'm outside sipping on a cool beverage in the wintertime too. Talking to a few former associates. Police rolled up. And while they roll up, their radios are going off real crazy, giving descriptions of somebody they need to be looking for. Oh, Adam 15, Adam 15. We're looking for a suspect that's dressed in all black. They have a black knitted fitted and black shoes and army fatigue jacket and this and that. And it's just so happened that two of the guys that was next to me fit the description. You think I was looking like them? No, because I was looking like me. 4 right angles, a square. Yeah. And guess what? Stand up against the wall. Put your hands up. You think they told me that? No, they didn't. Because guess what I did? I was looking at the whole situation. I'm standing there like looking at the whole situation unfold. Don't touch me because I didn't do nothing, officers. I didn't do anything. But they had the people that were next to me on the wall. Hands up. Of course, they start complaining. What you want from me? I ain't do nothing. I'm standing out here and this and that and that and this. And I'm looking at them like, yo, if you clean, why are you arguing? Little did I know they weren't clean. Had warrants. They took them, arrested them and all that. Me, I just walked away, calm and cool and collected. Another night, I walk out of an establishment with a couple people that were next to me. They knew I was a square. They don't get me involved in none of that. They knew. A couple people next to me, like 19, all this stuff where I'm 19, 20. They don't know. After school, I was taking my courses. Thought I was doing something, All right, let me hang out with the fellas one night, blah, blah, blah. Come outside, walking real late. I'm getting ready to go home. A group of people cross the street, cross right by us. And, one of the people that was standing next to me decided, he felt disrespected because the people who walked by us kind of like didn't acknowledge him because he was a very known person in the community. Very known person. He decided, well, since he wasn't acknowledged, he's going to do some acknowledging by pulling out something he had on his waist, pulling out the Thule, the toast. Man, listen, man. Pulled that joint. I looked at him real slow. I had my book bag on because I'm coming fresh out of school, but I was hanging out. I'm going home. Dude pulls the thing out and starts blamming. And I'm not, listen, man, I'm not Usain Bolt. But you could have tell I had some Usain Bolt energy as fast as I ran. I'm running. I'm not a part of this. You blamming and people fell down and they start blamming back? No. You think I wasn't going to tell? As soon as that happened, and then he grabbed his girlfriend's hand because his girlfriend was hanging around the ruffians. I was not a ruffian. It was a square. Still a square. And I'm proud of it. And people wanted to sit at a certain table, man. And guess what? They blamming. I ran, bolted across the street. They blamming back, and I'm patoing. I'm hearing patoing next to me. Oh, no. Did you see me pulling? It's not me. It's not me. And the dude grabbed the girlfriend's hand, and he's blamming back and blamming. I'm like, oh, man, everybody scattered. Man, I dove behind this car so quick. I kissed the concrete so quick. Nobody was next to me. I was glad. Nobody ran with me or next to me. No, okay. Now, cool. I'm okay. Check my personal, nothing. Everything's copacetic. Fine. I'm walking up 2 blocks to get to my lab. I don't say crib because that's connotation of some baby. I mean, I'm 19. I don't know crib. That's failure to thrive. I'm familiar with that too, from kids being abused, 12 years old in the crib. That's another story for another day. Anyway, cops already showed up swiftly. Had two of the dudes that was next to me, against the wall again. They both looking at me as I'm walking by. And I'm just like, sayonara. I see y'all when I see y'all. But they all like to be at a certain table, though. They all like to be at a certain table. When I came around, they tend, it's kind of like call themselves looking, trying to like, not really get me involved. And I respected that because I'm not part of what y'all do. I'm not part of it. And look, fast forward, many decades later, I'm playing with this intangible world, this cryptocurrency weirdness, weird internet, crazy, murky world. And people at the Grifters table, yo. There's a Grifters table? Oh, yeah. Who's at the head of the table? The movers and shakers are always on that table, man. That table, look, that table could be as small as you think it is and as large as you think it is, yo. The Grifters table, man. How many people all of a sudden have been showing their rearing their ugly heads out of nowhere, from obscurity? Why are you coming back? I already spoke about this earlier today, but no, I gotta keep the flow going. I have to keep the flow going. Why y'all returning? You lost your way. You're not any prodigal child. I don't see certain things as a win like some of y'all do. I don't understand. Like y'all, you're so enamored with a certain type of fantasy. Like it's so fake to me, man. You wrapped a car for $500,000 and thought that was a win. Not only was that like a miserable fail, we lost the race. That was years ago. And between then and now, oh man, these people don't know what to do with their bread. I'm not here to advise them because I don't advise people on what to do with their bread. That same year, though, I think it was that same year, or maybe a year later, the fall of 22. You had the other guy asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars so he could pull off the first Pulse Chain conference. My goodness, bro. And I thought he was A1. I thought he was. He was talking that talk. He was talking that talk. Yo, he was talking that talk, that independence, that freedom talk, that, the entities trying to oppress and crypto's the way out, all this stuff, man. I met that guy too, man. I thought he was A1 because, yeah, they were, doing the tour and all that. The whole, come to find out, everything was not what it seemed to be. And, why should I have been surprised? What was his name? T Money? Well, why should I have been surprised? Joker, supposedly, I don't know, they say he was introduced in the community through hexologists. Joker just, I remember, out of all the mania and weirdness that the community said he was doing, and what I saw for myself that he was doing, I was like, yo, you an instigator, dude. Like, why you trying to kick up dust? That's just, personalities. People gonna clash. Everybody's not gonna get along with everybody, right? Joker one day, 2 years ago, put a post up on how he made $150, say time of V3. Yo, he posted that on Twitter. Richard unfollowed him. That was the beginning of the end for Joker, yo. As far as being a part of the community and being welcomed into the community, or being, not even welcome. He was already in the community, but that was the end of that. all kinds of stuff. People are now in the city out of here. And when Richard unfollows you, people become so become so hurt. They announce it, they damn near cry, they fall apart. This man just unfollowed you. The world is over, sky is falling. What is wrong with these people? This is what the social media world engineering has reduced people to. Like everything is about these things validating who you. What are you doing? Anyway, okay. I think he ended up going to that post-con thing too. His pants were mad high under his up on his chest. I was like, yo, I don't know about son, man. I don't know about son. Started, whatever. Anyway, people came in and started doing other projects and then scammed the community. Then you had folks like Jim Rat Crypto, who explained his story about how he got fleeced or he fleeced himself, lost some crypto, blah, blah, blah. Started doing a channel interviewing everyone everybody. Most of everybody he introduced did what for the community? What they do? Then he got on a bandwagon when Ethereum split and became 2.0. And then you had Ethereum W, Ethereum Fair. He was like the spokesperson for those two chains, especially Ethereum Fair. And what did he do to that community? Come on, son. Come on, son. Although, you could tell the man had some kind of entertainment talent, right? He appeared to be somebody who's trying to learn, and he's all learning about Richard and teach me, Richard, teach me. Okay. That seemed a little bit sincere in that sense. Teach me, telling Richard on the spaces, teach me. Yeah. Well, the word on the street is you rugged the whole Ethereum Fair and everybody who followed you into that joint for 50 racks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, all right, you stop filming or stop streaming and you recede into the shadows. All right, it is what it is, right? Because sometimes, you be posting little things here and there, response. And the other guy, Sam, he was brand new too. They both were new. And people were like, oh, these guys are the leaders. Oh, these guys are so great. They're leaders. I was like, oh, where have I heard this before? Where have I heard this before, man? Where have I heard this before? The jester, and it wasn't even about it being a jester, but the one other guy who had like all this personality. Cha-ching! B-I-T-C-H, cha-ching! Jackpot, B-I-T-C-H. Like, yo, yeah, all personality. Came from XRP. That got rugged, by the way. It got rugged for 112 M's. XRP got hacked. Crazy. But dude came from XRP, was like XRP champion, funny as hell, pointing his finger in the camera, telling Brad Garlinghouse what to do with himself, all this stuff. Yo, jumped onto the hex wave around BPD, right? Big payday period. Maybe the fall though, after big payday. Big payday was in November. I think he was in there already. Whatever. But you start talking about hex, full blown hard body. Cha-ching, all that. Mad character, mad, inspiring, it's funny. What happened? Post chain was taking forever. People lost hope. Dude lost hope. Was like, yo, he's not talking about this no more. He's going to join this movement for African descendants of slaves, and that's what he's going to talk about. And there you go. He suffered some type of health issue and crisis, made it out through that. It's a blessing. But the Nagabo tribe receded into the bushes like Homer, like that meme when Homer just falls back into the bushes. What are we doing? Yo, this X-Men character, the X-Men character that y'all adore, that y'all that been here, the first generation. The first generation Hexicans. Right? The OG. The People who were there, die hard, die hard. You know, you had this X-Men character there with you, rocking and rolling. Other people left too, but you know, X-Men character. Berserker Garage. Right. Adamantium, skeletal frame. Right? I didn't like playing them when I was playing video games because that Berserker Raj would just get demolished with like certain other characters, you know. Jean Grey gave him no buns. It was very disrespectful how Jean Grey always played him. And, you know, giving the cheeks up to Cyclops. Said that earlier, but it's true. She let Cyclops smash, but gave no burn to Wolverine. Zero. And it was just like depressing. You're looking at this dude who just like bloodthirsty for everything, and he couldn't get killed because his skeletal frame is unbreakable. Dude looked like what was it? That's why they gave him the name. They gave him the name. Wolverine. They gave him the name. They gave him the name. Gave him the name, yo. Something happened. I don't know what. I don't know. You a Hex believer. You know, this is the thing, man. This is the thing, man. This is the thing, man. I understand people make mistakes, man. I understand people make mistakes because no one gets everything right. No one, not even RH. I don't care what y'all say. Period. You know, anybody who doesn't make a mistake, that would suggest they're perfect. That's a laughing joke. No one's perfect out here, man. Stop pretending and suffering from delusions of grandeur. Makes no sense. Gets pissed off, crashes out, creates some Pulse Doge, Bitcoin ASIC, Pulse something. What? Jumps on a Twitter. You know, Hex is king. I've suffered some serious losses. Really? You suffered some losses? What about the people who followed you? How do you think they feel? But guess what? Folks don't care. They don't care. How do you think these people feel, man, that followed this guy? Because, you know, people endure it. People, that's what I say. Like, you attach to what you attach to. Shout out to the chat. LaDanny Amore, I see you. Godfather J6, I see you. Doc Lover, greetings. D-Gen House in the building. Crypto Gains Club, Prospector. How do y'all like, you see how sometimes it's like these people can't have a conscience, bro. Because the greed factor is on another level in crypto. It's through the roof because crypto, the impossible can happen in crypto. And then you seen the worst of the people show too. People showing you who they are. You need to believe them. Yo, if somebody's showing you that they don't give a F about your bags, you need to respect that. Because they don't care. They're showing you. They'll dump on your head every trip, anytime. You give them an opportunity. And who are you going to call? Who are you going to call for help? Who are you going to complain to? Another internet person? Who? Nobody. You can't. You just going to have to eat that L repeatedly, over and over and over and over again. Now talk about, oh, Hex is king and this and that, Hex maximalist. Nah, son. Like, you're not that. Like, you're not that. So opportunity is arising now, right? The closer we get to the bull. Some people say we're already in the bull. Rumblings of the bull, been in the bull, who cares? Because the bull that we're familiar with is not what's going on now. But the closer we get to the real bull is when we seeing all these weirdos come back. And I say that because it's what it is. You guys are weird to me, man. You can't be trying to fool the people. Imagine me doing something like that, man. I'd be castigated. And if I didn't care, that's one thing. But like, I kind of care about what I speak about. I kind of want to like just at least make sense. Inject logic. Provide something rather than a bunch of nothing. Something at least thought-provoking for people to take away and add to whatever they got going on in their lives for the better, not to take away and harm. These people here, they'll give you nothing but lies and expect you to accept it every single trip. Repeated scams, repeated rug pulls, and then comes back. Not only does he come back and says blah blah blah. Yo, you see the comments, son? Oh man, you saw the comment. Oh, welcome back, sir. Uh, would you like some crumpets? How do you like your pumpernickel? You know, because the other people over there, and over there, the PH people, they eat pumpernickel with mayonnaise. How do you like your joint? Butter? Good to see you. What? You're not embarrassed? It's because y'all don't care. Like you giving what? The characters that are giving this dude props for coming back, pay attention to every single one of them, yo. Pay attention, folks. Like they're making it so easy for you to identify what's what out here. Because this is the thing. We could expect everything and expect the unexpected. But we know that this code, such as hex, unchangeable. It cannot be changed. Is unchangeable a word? I'm just talking. It's immutable. Can't be changed, right? We know the code is what the code is, but we have to believe in the power of that code by using it. Understood. But what we also have to understand is the power that people have to do great things and to do harmful things. Because we've seen some of these people do absolutely harmful stuff. Like you can't tell them some Pulse Doge and the thing gets rugged and you know who it is, who did it, and it's verified on the blockchain and they get a pass and it's welcome back. Come on, son. Like, again, I can't stop anybody. None of us can stop anybody and say, oh no, cancel culture. You can't use blockchain. You can't use crypto. You can't, none of that. But the warm reception is unreal, bruh. The warm reception is damn near disrespectful, bruh. Don't make sense. And y'all be tugging on the nuts of these people like juggling them balls like Benoit balls. Like, what are you doing, man? You looking for manual dexterity in your fists, in your hands? Your hands are that weak? So you juggling a pair of Grifter's testicles to get a strong grip? What is that? What is that? Making braids out of the hairs? Like Bit Boy? Y'all think Bit Boy is a win? Like, Bit Boy. I don't understand like the whole I just don't get it, yo. I don't, because what I find, this is all entertaining. The psyop, Thoughts Child, what's up? What's up? What's going on, man? What's happening? The George Taco, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? The psyop is very interesting. You know, say psyop, as if psyop, psychological operation, blah blah blah. Psyop. This the strategy is just maddening. It's retarded. I don't care if that's politically incorrect term anymore. It's what it is. Bit Boy, y'all think Bit Boy is a win for the community? When Richard came to the States last year and was frolicking with Bit Boy. I didn't support that either. Not last year. In 22. The summer of 22, when he came to the States, put a bidet, did the plumbing thug thizzle for his mom, and then went down to Miami, whatever he was doing, man. With some of the members in the community, living it up, and did the fresh and fit podcast, blah blah blah, and he spread eagle on the stripping pole, super cringe. Hanging out with Big Boy wasn't a win. I'm gonna tell you how it wasn't a win. What did that do for price action, yo? What did that do for Hex? Post wasn't even, launched. What did that do? Being around Big Boy like that, y'all. I don't get it, bro. That's why I be criticizing Richard Hard body too, and I feel no way about it. I said it 2 years ago. The boy's like, oh, I'm not here. I have a crush on this guy. And guys, I have a crush on him. Oh, Richard. Oh, Richard. Oh, I have a crush. Oh, yeah. Dude crashed out last year. You saw his stuff. You saw what happened to him. Be right back. Yo, just finished talking to an elder. I swear to God, I don't want to give any flowers so they can smell the fragrance. Old ages are blessed through the stages. Amazing, I'm giving the grace to pass to the sages. I don't pen my thoughts to perform on stages. I pen my thoughts for future planetary ages. Immortalize these vibrations on intangible pages. The God frequency, a special type of wavelength. But some want you to be intoxicated and stay bent. Now and again, ask your loved ones how their days went. Cause one day you're here, the next you're gone, that's how your days spent. More or less, I'm here to fortify this message. You crying? Huh? Oh.
And if that doesn't make you feel sorry for him, then you just a cold motherfucker.
Yeah. Grand morning, grand rising, what the business is. I'm black, I understand what white privilege is. They say we ghetto cause we want more for our fellows. To not get scammed and lose all their crypto. I grab the cello, make the sound of falsetto. I'm a priest, I don't break what's confidential. Factual, only deal with what's essential. Higher standards, you thinking backwards. If this was back in the day, you could roll up into backwoods. Or get slump body found in the backwoods. I got excited so my wife it gave her blackwood. Not abusive things, I mean it was that good. Test me, I wish a nigga really would. The news said he got left where he stood. Nah, I open the scroll of papyrus. Knowledge deeper than Osiris. I throw the shells when I'm divining. Charity work, peace to all the Shriners. Mystical champions and esoteric writers. Allow misfortune to fall on whoever divides us. See, I stay getting rugged. I stay getting rugged. Let me tell you, these people, these people don't know how to stop. They just don't know how to stop. I don't even know where I was at. Bid boy, now I remember. Not a win. Not a win, man. I don't care what he got going. Look, man, how many times people been chasing after Big Boy, chasing after this, chasing after that, making sure that he does this, he does that. Like, come on, man. It's not a win. Not a win. These people hanging around a certain table, they look crazy. These people, and then recently we had influencers, like, I mean, another guy, what K for K. He just got on this, like, this, he put a tweet out and how he was just like, sorry for, this bear market and the blues, and he appreciates the support he got from the community. Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on with y'all? What you like? I don't know. That's why I guess you gotta kind of like keep your circle small or concise. I don't know what to call it, because you'll mess around and get confused quickly and distracted. Dude was like, "Yo, I'm sorry. Um, I could be a better person." I don't mean like that. Like, I'm not trying to. I'm paraphrasing. All you could do is shake your head. All you could do is shake your head. And then the weird activity taking place with the PH people, and oh man, they're getting exposed for fishy tokenomics or whatever fishy fraudulent stuff going on the blockchain. Everything that's done on the Pitius app, the Pitius exchange, they're finding out that things are being routed through PH balance. So they've been getting extra money for, like, it's just weird, 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 weird. I don't understand it. And what I'm trying to do is stay out the way. That's all you can do, is just stay out the way, but you watching and help people see what's really going on. Because all the time, what is reduced to, what I try to say, and often, is that people really don't care. They don't. If it's not happening to them, they absolutely do not care. All these names I mentioned, and that doesn't even like that's not even the tip of the iceberg. I just mentioned randoms like in my, that came to my mind. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. How like these folks think that nobody sees what's really taking place. No one sees what they're doing. It's because they don't care. They don't. How many people asking for money for courses? One group, they just always have to say, like, yeah, it was through the courses they were able to, onboard thousands of people, because you look crazy. Yes, a business, we get it. It's a business, sure. But after the whole sacrifice thing, everybody that's asking for a sacrifice now, like Piteous just asked for another sacrifice. They just asked for a sacrifice, and that's what unraveled a lot for them this week. A lot of drama was unraveled for them. All this financial money, all this bread, all this crazy stuff. And then to find out that the PH people were involved with Piteous, and supposedly all those coins are in the hands of one person over there, Mr. Blackface himself. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody's trying to hear all that. Then how many sidebar content creators sidebar that were talking about Hedron, that's talking about that project and this project and that, or hey, they had to find a way to get to it. They had to find a way to get to the back during the bear market. They had to find a way because guess what? People didn't want to work. They didn't want to assume any type of gigs. It was all about, oh, let me just ride this crypto wave out, see if it could, pay for the rest of whatever. And that didn't work out because the bear market was extra, extra long. So, okay, you're going to get creative and grift the community. That's all. I'm not saying everybody's grifting, but that's the majority. That's you conspire, get into an internet group, Telegram group, whatever insider group, get the insider scoop and strategy and plan on what you're going to do to then launch and take everything from the people. And when it gets messy is when you even hear people who are knee deep into these things, who they're threatened, right? Veiled threats, they're doxxed, threatened by the same characters that are being exposed, are going out here threatening people. And I'm not talking about that mailbox stuff. That dude just crashing out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the recipient of the mailbox is sending the recipient, that one, Mr. Blackface. I'm talking about him sending messages and his minions and all these weirdo activity from Australia telling people, oh, do this, do that, apologize to me because this thing came. Come on, man. This is crazy. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And none of this is talking about staking the core coins that got us to where we are. None of this applied. None of it. None of it. It's disgusting. That's what it is. It's disgusting. And it's unfair. But what? What's the retort? Life is unfair? Yeah, Piteous is off the chain. Piteous, Tin Top, what's up? What's up? Like Piteous right now, not that they off the chain. The drama surrounding Piteous is off the chain. Something real wicked. They had a sacrifice, right? For Piteous. Supposedly, I didn't know this. They had a sacrifice. And the majority, they say, they mentioned in exchanging, they had an exchange with the Orange team, and they told the Orange team that 100% of the tokens went to Mr. Blackface from PH Balance. Then they try to, recant, right? They try to call it back and say, oh, no one person could have 100 coins. This was sarcasm. I mean, it was a joke and all this. And you already put it out there. You know how the internet is undefeated. It just ran with it. And but then they probing, they pulling out screenshots to show all the transactions that are taking place, the rerouting. It's all going through PH Balance. Not all, but they're getting the fees. They've been getting bread. They've been getting money the whole time Piteous has been out. And now Piteous wants to do something new, but they need funding. They need a sacrifice. That's another thing too, man. Everybody asking for bread left and right. Still weird. It's going to continue like that too. It's going to continue. A couple days ago, it was about some 350,000 to raise for yada yada yada, and now I'm hearing about some, Maddie all in with a 27 ETH for hex badges and domain posting. Like, what are we doing? Well, these people out of you want to talk about oh man. If you want to be fully entertained in a sordid way, just pay attention to what's going on in this community. Pulse chain. Now it's not even Hex anymore. It's just Pulse chain community. Pulse chain. Pick a community, any community. At least one that's like an offshoot from Hex. Pick one. You will not miss. Like you will be fully entertained. meme culture, hex maxi culture, hybrid, whatever mixture, blah blah blah. You don't need TV. Can't make this up. You know, how long did it take for us to get to where we need? 22 long, arduous, weird months. Had to endure before got the airdrops. Got the airdrops, and everything hit the fan. Everything hit the fan. Everything hit the fan. I didn't know your man, and I'm saying this in jest, out of jest, but I didn't know this guy, that used Liquid Loans guy was, or Power City guy. Yeah, to me, it's the same. I know he was, military, and then the way he wrote it, as a secret, as a special service, a special force operator. You were an operator in the special forces. You know what I think when I think about some operator, son? I think about, somebody behind a switchboard back in the days, landline, you know, connecting calls from one adapter to the next, like a switchboard. Like, operator doing what? What were you doing? You secretary? Office assistant? All of a sudden you have a vibe of you trying to be like everybody trying to be tough. Who cares? Special forces operator, define exactly what you sound like. You sound like you lying. I was a member of this such and such for the deep state, cabal, Illuminati, Kabbalistic, Sephiroth from Osel Set Society, and I trained the Jesuits on how to keep secure the papacy over in Rome. And what? You could be anything you want to be. Exactly. Agents and interlopers, like plants and all. Exactly. Like it's amazing over here right now, man. It's amazing. These guys are out of their mind. You look, what? Special forces operator. And everybody want to talk about some freedom of speech. I'll do freedom of speech too. I'm gonna do freedom of speech. I don't care. Everybody talk about freedom of speech. People could go on the spaces, talk about conspiring to break people. Freedom of speech. Okay, right? Yeah, other folks could crash out and just exclaim how whatever they can do and this and that and mailbox energy. Hey, I don't know. Not my business. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. These things are weird. These people are weird. Yo, Thoughts is wild, man. He used to carry the backpack with the millie in it for the Muad'Dib. So he's that's the thing, because we living in a real world situation. Folks, don't get too involved with what we see going on here. Like, I'm talking about it because it's just amazing how things are unfolding. You got this Dumpster guy coming back. He's back. You got folks like celebrating him being back. People who supported projects, like heavily invested in projects like pH Balance and all of them, supporting gun coming back, Dumpster coming back, and folks want BitBoy to do something to save the day. I don't know what folks are. Hey, Richard can't be involved with all this because it's a mess. I'm sure he's looking. He's like, y'all are crazy. Y'all What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Immaturity. Immaturity is crazy. And what Nagabo wanted to do, he was talking about how he's sleeping somewhere on the floor somewhere, and you know that wasn't real. No one, like, people didn't take that serious. We know that didn't even seem genuine. More to the whole thing. Lit. What about Lit? Lit came out. Yo. Oh my goodness, bro. It's another gentleman, another guy who fire roasted chicken. His fire roasted chicken game is strong. But then he came back, right? Because he took a break, a hiatus, came back. But he came back almost like he never been in the community before, because the way he came back from the position of clean slate. Let him start over. That's what it feels like. Because every time his recent streams, it's like, yo, I don't know anything. Teach me. I don't know anything. But two years ago, that wasn't your vibe. I don't know what folks are doing. I understand he's doing think tank and he wants positivity and kumbaya. And guess what, son? Guess what? I know that sounds benevolent and everything, but kumbaya is not reality, man. Look at the world going on, man. Look at what's going on, man. They had enacted something real cornballish in New York, where there's some kind of act, a law now. If you talk to the police, a simple conversation you have with the cops out here, now they have to, after they have a conversation, they have to go and document it in their office. So they're not going to spend much time on the beat. And we're already in a cesspool of crap. Dealing with real, like, weird old times. It's not kumbaya. I mean, looking at what comes along my line, things that are going on in Jordan and Syria. Like, it's not kumbaya. It's not. People are gearing up for the MAGA energy. They're gearing up. They're gearing up hard body. All that MAGA energy that we were experiencing 4 years ago is coming right back, like it never left. It's not kumbaya, man. And I'm not either one or the other. I think both are complicit. All them parties, they all do the same thing. They all serve the same puppet master. That's my thing. I don't think I got time for some Gunther coming back and welcome back. Who cares? I don't care about nobody's think tank. I don't care about none of that. Because none of that is making, we already understand, because this is as close as what I could say of real that I could say. Like, nobody out here right now is RH until someone presents themselves and does something and shows real evolution by creating something that's even more formidable than what Hex has done, than what Pulse Chain is doing, and what PulseX can do. I'm talking compared to what RH has presented and can do better. It's a wash for everybody. So I can't be, and I'm saying that respectfully as I can. Like, it's a wash for everybody trying to be better right now until that really shows what it is. So I can't splinter and distract myself in 8 different directions talking about, oh yeah, this project, that project. For what? For what? You know, mess around and something happen, God forbid something happen. And crypto ain't gonna be the first thing on your mind. I gotta eat. You gotta have a home to stay in. You gotta protect your loved ones. You gotta drink water. Gonna be bare necessities, bare bones type stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Already telling you about weird diseases already coming out that's on deck. Weird diseases. And everything is some X. Everything gotta do with X. Disease X, all kinds of X. What is that? Like you're getting bombarded in real life and you're getting nothing but nailed on the internet if you're not careful with garbage. Good thing, good thing. You could streamline all that with what's been consistent, what's been concise, what's been clear. With what crypto is, it's available, it's there. Everything else is just, yo, man, static interference. Static interference. These people conspire. You're going to consistently see grifters. Yo, you're going to consistently see. Buck is scared now. He's scared. He's scared. I don't even have to see anything he got going on. You could do the scared. Because people are like, they sent tweets to SEC already. Gary Guzzler, all them. They sent, yo, here you go. Here you go. This is what this guy's been doing on the blockchain. Fraud. Blah, blah, blah. They just dropping dime. Listen, like I said, man, I'm a square. Four right angles. That's me. L7. Pay taxes. Don't do anything wrong around me because it ain't going to work. This guy's scared. Mr. Blackface himself and his cronies. I don't need to pollute my spirit and my mind to see what they got going on. I don't need to do that. I already tell. You could tell. More people are talking about it's yo. They people are talking about it and they're incensed about the stuff he's doing. We've been talking about, but hey, it is what it is. Blue collar grunt. Good to see you. Good to see you. You guys are raising good points in the chat, you know. Good points. You know. Yeah. Yeah. This is that's a bunch hey, it's true. It's true. Or would you think so? Exactly. Who's actually signed up, right? Who wasn't forced, who wasn't drafted. But this is interesting too, right here. Yeah, see, he came back the data chart flip. I wonder. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people are not real, man. I'm sorry, they're not real. They're not real with it. They're not real. Those of us that have been around, including Thoughts, all the streamers that are here, if you're here, that have been around the whole time. Thoughts, I know you haven't been streaming like that, but you've been here, you've been around, you've been consistent the whole time, man. The whole time, at least for the last 3 years. Consistent. We already know what's what. And if you disappeared and came back, you know, life is cool, but you didn't kind of like switch side. You didn't, like, you know, you didn't start making disparaging remarks about your bags, right? Like, you didn't, you know. I don't have you know, the whole thing with builders and all that. I don't have any real issue with people building. Just don't hurt the people, man. And then you got grifters they just did exactly that, and they're being welcomed like it's not nobody's business. Folks, open your eyes, be extremely careful and very careful, especially if they're talking to you like they know what they're talking about, and they might sound consistent with what you already know. You know history, their patterns. Respect their patterns, their track record. Respect what they've done up to this point. All the good and all the craziness that you can tell on the internet, because that says a lot about the person. If you see this guy, because you're gonna see him, right? I don't know if you are gonna see him or not. But you're gonna see him talking on streams, you know, some Gunther, you know, on these different channels and blah blah blah, and he's talking that hex talk like it's real. You know, he ain't real. As far as being genuine, he's genuine to himself. This is the thing too. I said this. If you walk up to me, or you show, not even walk up, but like a person comes out and they just say, "Listen, I am here to fleece the living crap out of you. Okay. My purpose is to grift. I have it tatted on my epidermis. This is what I sleep. This is what I do. This is what I live, eat, breathe, crap, sleep. This is me, King Scamalima. I'll respect that person more because they're telling you directly what they're doing, what they're about, who they are. I have to respect it. And if I don't, then it's me. It's on me. I'm playing myself. If I think otherwise, oh no, give this person a chance, oh, we all make mistakes and all that. Yo, it's too the stakes are too high, yo. Rest in peace to True God. The stakes are too high. The stakes are too high in this sport, in this game, to be trusting and trusting in words from other people. You have to trust yourself. When it's all said and done, when you decide to make these transactions, it's just you. No one's behind you. No community is watching you. A lot of people talk about they want 27 ETH for from asking God will to some 27. Yo, the begging nature is getting cringe too. It's super cringe. The begging. It's just, and then from people who, you've been here, like what happened to you? You said, like y'all acted like you got 7 figures easy. What happened? Oh, maybe it's not true. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it wasn't true. Maybe you're just faking the funk. The constant begging for 27 E. What's that? What's that? What? 25, 30K or something like that? What is that? I don't know. No, 50K, 60K, something like, who cares? Like, y'all are sitting on y'all sitting on 7 figures and you can't, you begging God well? Somebody who did some suspect moves with Bank X? And respect something else before I bounce, right? Y'all. DJ said I need 500K by midnight. It's by Monday. I'm saying by midnight. No, I missed that. I gotta see I gotta catch that. I gotta catch that replay. And that's I hear you. Effing hangout. Yo, man. That energy over there changed too, man. People are showing who they are too, man. Like it's just nah. Mm-mm. It's like the squeeze is so tight where people have no choice but to, I'm comfortable in what we've been doing, like what I've been, not we, but what I've been doing. Like I don't have to now give you a narrative as an audience and tell you, or as a streamer and as an audience and tell you, oh, I'm updating my worldview. That's nobody's business, and who cares? Everybody has a right to change, to do whatever they want to do. Everyone has a right to do that. Just don't hurt the people. But then when you come with this, this I'm die hard, this one coin die hard, and then you drop in something else. You talking about, oh, I'm gonna welcome somebody because I'm doing something else. But you keep talking that die hard. You should have been 100 all the way. Just be honest. Folks don't like to be honest. Lee, what's up? Folks don't like to be honest. You know what type of messenger? I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and yeah, what kind of coach? What are you talking about, coach? Like, yeah, son, man, stop. Hey, but teach me. 2 years ago, you were talking coach. You were talking all this stuff, and then the fire roasted was strong. And then the thing you do with your arms at the elbow, with your hands, that's funny to me. Like how he always do this, very entertaining. But now it's like, People believed in what he had to say. And then his connection with Overwatch, which was kind of bizarre because Overwatch caught some backlash too. The Godwell that sacked, I guess had the leader of the sack that was in the movie. Got some weird backlash with it. Like, it's just weird. I'm saying. Weird. Weird, man. Look, man, I pray that we remain disciplined, we remain committed, we remain focused to everything that's important to ourselves. I can tell you whatever that may mean to you. And in this game, in this crypto game, don't trick yourself out of a possible opportunity to receive unimaginable gains in the not so distant future by listening to people that don't have your best interests in mind and in heart. I've seen this way too often, way before I even got into this community. All this stuff, nobody, and that's another thing too, with this thing about this bigotry, racism talk. Listen, man, there's always going to be bigotry and racism and discrimination. Yes, this is not going to go away. I don't care if tomorrow's first day of Black History Month. Racism not going to go away in anything that we do. So that's just a narrative for the time being, and it's always going to come up. And unfortunately, that's just going to be a reality. But the way these people carry on, right, and they get called out on it for the sake of being called out on it because they're on notice. Like, yeah, you're off base, you're off point. But I'm not looking to reform anybody. I'm not looking to convert anybody. I'm just going to say, hey, listen, I see you for what you are, even though you're trying to purport to be something that you're not. That's all. For me, from my point of view. That's it. And all these other issues, like, you're not going to stop people from doing what they want to do. They're going to believe anything and everything Wolverine got to say. They're going to welcome back the likes of people like anybody else. T-Money, like that guy, if he comes back, he'll be welcome back easy, no problem. Nothing going to happen to him. Nothing. What's going to happen? Nothing. Vile and disgusting things have happened to people across the world dealing with crypto and being shady and doing shady things. Vile and disgusting things, man. People ending up in suitcases. People just taking themselves out. All kinds of stuff. And folk take things as a joke until it's no longer a joke. Because this is real life. This is real life. This is one of the markets. I'll tell you, I've learned a lot rocking with y'all this whole series, this whole time. Years. This whole time, I've learned a lot. And why it's important. Why it's important to really stay the course. Just like when the storms come, after they pass, the skies clear, the sun shines through. It's the same way we got to look at these markets. We prepare ourselves for the rainy, for inclement weather. We prepare accordingly, and we prepare accordingly for great weather. It's the same thing with these markets and in life. There's some characters out here, man. They're straight up characters. I thought they were A1. I thought they were on the level. Now I'm glad they're showing me that they're not what I thought they were. That whole beef that started with E-Hex, P-Hex nonsense, and the people spearing the E-Hex, P-Hex debate, support Buck and them are on his Twitter spaces too. Why? Because you got your money in his products. in his projects. So you want to protect your bag, but you're also discovering there's some shenanigans going on. And how's that make y'all feel? But y'all act like you smart because you're telling the world about some E-hex, P-hex. See how that died down, because it was just like certain things like get kind of like crushed after a while, because it's just whatever. And people try to align, they try to say, Richard was complimenting leverage trading. Now, how he didn't compliment leverage trade. He gave him a backhanded compliment. He slapped him while he said to the world that it's available. You could short hex on Pulse Chain. But be careful, because leverage trading is death. It's not a compliment. It's not like a promotion. Like, folks pick and choose what they want to hear. They pick and choose. There's nothing like you see how those couple times these last couple months when the market started raging, as far as Pulse Chain X, Hex, and Pulse X, the market started going up, the numbers are going up, and how it set a tone for everything else. What do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because they're not Richard Hart. None of them. And they're unwilling to remove or to really literally cope and resolve their animosity, overcome their animosity, get to the root of what that's about. It's like this deep-seated self-loathing and hatred for the man, and allow him to do what he's destined to do. He sent a tweet out that he has 11 attorneys on deck ready to go toe-to-toe, lock horns with the Alphabet Agency. And what did it do to the market? Oh, yeah. Numbers were going up. Numbers started going up just by issuing a tweet. Y'all don't understand the power this guy has, yo. He's said it numerous times. Like, y'all be trying to test the dude. You trying to test somebody. Like, he got money. You thinking just because the 1.7 billion is his first go around with seeing some things, not really understanding and studying what the man has been saying for years, how long he's been in crypto, how long he's been mining Bitcoin, BTC, how he just can do what he does because he studied this. This is what he does. This is what he understands. This is what he knows better than most of us retail people, most of us participants. Are you going to disrespect that? Meanwhile, you can't do anything remotely close. I'm not doing that. I can't do it, and I accept the fact that I can't do what he does. But many of y'all fake builders, wannabe leaders act like you can. And how's that worked out for y'all? You need to stir up drama. You need to cause unnecessary conflict to generate interest. Like you in the entertainment business, so people could buy your tickets and go see your show. Nobody cares. You're a joke. Everybody's laughing at each other. That's what's going on. While the folks who really been towing the line and staying the course is looking at y'all, criticizing y'all, and listening to me talk about y'all. Y'all sweating, pacing. You making all this money and you're beefing? That's why I don't understand. These people, you got stakers or people, OGs who made all this money are upset. They're so unsettled. They're so unsettled. Bitching on the computer, on Twitter. Crying, simping. Going to the internet, looking for attention. Criticizing Richard, criticizing Hex, criticizing the performance of Pulse Chain and Pulse X. Like any of y'all could do better. You sacked left and right. You jumped in all kinds of sacks, dropped your bags in all kinds of sacks, acting like you're really doing something. Other people followed you to Wreckville. Few people really were succeeding. Most probably didn't. When all they could have did was just chill and relax. Because you can't game the system better than RH. He issued a tweet, and what happens to the market? You started seeing funds being bridged from the sacrifice wallets over to Pulse Chain. What happened to the market? And ever since then, it's been what? Y'all throwing your projects onto something he created or he had his people create. What y'all talking about? Y'all piggybacking off of him. And those of you who try to do some things in other chains, you're still trying to get the attention from what he did. All of y'all that's trying to do things from other chains and extract from other chains and talk about your other chains and this and that, another chain, you still dealing with the core of what Richard built. So what's that say? You know, folks are weird, man. People weird, man. You're trying to impede people from really seeing some big bucks out here, yo. Crypto does the unimaginable, makes the impossible possible. And you're trying to impede that. You're trying to block that for your own self-aggrandizement and ego and pride. Fake shit. That mean nothing because nobody could cash any checks with your pride. Yo, sit down and watch the show. Sit down, ride the wave. Sit down, sail to paradise like you're supposed to, man. Like y'all did 2, 3, whatever years ago, 21, when the thing went up to 55 cents. And y'all didn't believe it could go to 55 cents. Many of y'all didn't believe it could go to 55 cents. I would say even most of y'all. Richard knew what he knew. Y'all didn't. Judging everything because it's down 99.5%. Oh, it's a failed coin. Oh, really? Is it really? But then why are you here? Why y'all coming back if it's a failed coin? Why y'all talking about it if it's a failed coin? Why do y'all care? Right. Right. Because what he built as far as brevity, right? How his presence is deep rooted into this thing, these crypto streets, rooted, cemented. It's not like you, not like me, not like any one of us. We're just on the surface. This thing is roots knee deep, knee deep. He playing a game that nobody else out here in this community is really even playing. So it's going to be a child who sees this, who learns about what he does, who's taught by him through his videos, through reading his, free education books, sci vibe, whatever. That's going to understand what's going on here. And that child will introduce something just as remarkable and groundbreaking as what Hex is doing. That's what's going to take, because everybody here is still missing the mark. Instead of rallying behind something that really, really is performing, that could really be powerful and groundbreaking and change the lives of untold amount of people collectively, you want to grab onto your ego and celebrate your pride. That's all it's about. And satiate your greedy palates and greedy pocket. Your pockets have an endless hole, so you just want to dump other people's money into it by lying to your audience. That's what you do, and it's what you're going to continue to do as a grifting collective. And y'all know who you are. Don't get got, people. All the real ones out here, don't get got. The real ones out here, the real ones in my chat, don't get got. And it's about quality over quantity. I'd rather have the core people, the people not even core. I'd rather have the people who listen to me, who've been rocking with me up to this point, because I know it's pure. versus disingenuine lot of misaligned, malcontent, distracted, broken, intellectually lazy individuals who don't want to do the work to really study what this is all about. This is all work. Even the stream that I'm doing, this is work. I don't get paid for it, but I love it. It's one of the many things I love to do. And I'm fortunate and grateful for that. All I'm trying to do is help shed light on these dark situations that's out here, y'all. And they're here for a reason. And thankfully, we have good people. We still have good people in the community. We still have good, pure, genuine, real people who, when they speak to your soul. Because all they try to do is connect to something cosmic, something divine, something pure, something of a higher essence. Where you find it, we can't even touch this thing, but it connected us. So it's something we need to respect from a higher source, a divine intelligence that we can't even wrap our minds about. But we're emanations of that. That's what I believe, and that's what I even know. It's not even about believe, I know. Shout out to the good ones out here, the ones that are really trying, y'all, to toe the line, unwavered. Do your thug thizzle. People like, Thoughts Child. Let me see who's in the chat. For Thoughts Child, I see Godfather J6 was started a stream. Anybody who's here who's a streamer that have been real, that have been consistent, that have been trying to just, make sense out of this craziness. Identity Block, Wells Only. Y'all be hating on Wells because, he just gives information, been consistent, been just steadfast in what he's been doing. Thoughts Child, the same too. Myself, the same too. Identity Block, the same too. ATX Crypto, Westcott, the same too. Pulse Disciple, the same too. Right? Just giving. Same thing, same energy, same thing. No waver, nothing. There's value in that. Believe that. And with that, folks, we'll catch you on the next one. Be well. Be vigilant. I'm out.